Alright, so I went on my lunch break to the Fish and Game office, the headquarters in Boise. If you don't know, they're remodeling, I guess, the lobby. So if you want licensing, you have to go to the MK Nature Center out back. But I got my controlled hunt permit and my turkey tag and an extra turkey tag, just in case I get extra lucky during general season. Now it's time to pick some ammo and choke and get the shotgun pattern, see what I think is going to work best. And Mossy Oak has some downloadable turkey head targets that you can print off at home, or you can buy targets, or even just use like paper plates. That'll help you to kind of ballpark everything and get it figured out. We'll talk more about that. And then maybe we'll knock on some doors and see if we can get permission from some landowners in the area that'll let us hunt. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. Now it's time to eat my lunch and then head back to work. So back here behind me it's all public land, and this is a spot where people like to come out to shoot. There's signs on the way in that say if you bring it or shoot it, remove it. And so, some people have left target backs and things like that, which to me that's okay, but dumping yard debris and leaving garbage, it's not cool, guys. Don't be doing stuff like that, okay? So I'm going to get the targets set up, and then we'll get going on comparing a couple different of the turkey ammo that I picked up yesterday. Okay, I'm trying to hide behind my car here because there's a little bit of wind. To start, we're going to talk about chokes, and most of your modern shotguns come with interchangeable chokes. This one is the modified. And we've got improved cylinder, full, and then there's aftermarket chokes you can buy. This is an improved modified. It's it restricts to .705, and then I've got a turkey choke. This goes to .660. So because we're using turkey shot, I'm going to use the turkey choke. It's what they call an extra full choke, so it's a little bit tighter than the full. We'll get that on. I've got two turkey head targets set up. These were in a 12 pack for like $3. And then I've got some of these 8-inch Dirty Bird targets. You shoot them and it splatters, so it's easier to see. And then another trick I'll show you later is I got some big sheets of paper and duct tape, and then I also bought a couple of cardboard boxes to use as target backs in case there wasn't anything here. But really all you need to do is cut about a 10-inch strip of duct tape and put it on the paper or whatever it is that you're using, and then use that as your target, because if you compare the width of the turkey neck, it's about the same width as the duct tape. show you that, see? So you can use that as a cheap way of making targets so that you don't have to go out and buy them. There's some of the turkey targets I saw were those Dirty Bird reactive type targets that, I mean, it was like 10 targets for 15 bucks or something like that. I mean, you don't need to waste your money on those. You can make your own targets for a lot cheaper. So we will I'll get the chokes all cleaned up and then pull out the ammo, and we'll compare ammos, and then we'll get shooting. Okay, so I've just got a box of regular skeet loads, or the ones you usually see sold by the case, the 100 shells, 12 gauge, number 8 shot, which means it's fairly small. Especially if you're trying to get started and you don't know exactly where to aim, because I mean, with shotguns, you don't aim for a bullseye like you do with a rifle. Typically with a shotgun, you're following something and shooting at it. Whereas with a shotgun trying to do turkeys, it's kind of a combination of the two. And so the bead on the end of your shotgun, you have to figure out how to line it up so that you're actually hitting what you're aiming at. Now, turkey ammo, it gets pretty expensive. I mean, this is I think this was $15 or $18 for 10 shots. I mean, that's when you consider that you can get 100 of these for 20 bucks. That's really expensive. So use these to figure out where you're shooting, because it's a lot cheaper, and then you can spend your hard-earned money on the turkey rounds and actually know where you're aiming and what you're going to hit. So then I've got, these are Kent Ultimate Turkey. These are number 5 shot, 2 3/4 inch. The Winchester Longbeard XR is 3 inch, number 5 shot. And then I've got some old Remington Nitro 3 inch, number 4 shot that we're going to try out and see how they do. There's even some now that have a combination of shot sizes. I think it's like 4, 5, and 6, so that you've got a variety of pellets in there. That it kind of helps with the distance of how far away you can shoot and still be lethal, and kind of knock down power, that you've got a lot more pellets in that shot compared to other shells. So let's get started. Alright, so you see how the bulk of the pattern is down and to the left. Okay, this one's a little bit higher, but still there's more of it on the left than there is on the right. There's not much up here, and the same thing here. Most of it's towards the bottom and to the left, which tells me that I need to aim a little bit higher and to the right. We'll switch out these targets and do it again. We're all done with the target practice. I only did 20 yards. I don't really feel like I need to go out to 30 or 40 yards. Maybe I will another day. I'm kind of dodging rain showers and wind gusts today. But I forgot my tripod, and partway through my GoPro died, so I didn't get as much footage as I wanted to. But we'll head home and compare the targets and see how well they do, how well they compare to each other, and which one we would prefer to use on an actual hunt. And we'll see what happens. So what you do with these targets is you go through and circle all the pellet holes within your bullseye circles, and then count up the number of pellets that actually hit vitals. And then you divide the number from vitals from the total number in the pattern, and that gives you your percent lethality. So the Remington was 39%, so 39% of the pellets hit vitals. The Cant was 52%, and the Winchester Longbeard XR was 60%.